tell me about the whole immigration, how it started too. You know, you guys met on the originally on an online dating service.
No, it was
okay.
actually just
a military chat room.
Okay.
Which was surprising.
Yeah, because I don't know anything about the internet, like this Craigslist and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
And the one time I happened to be on the internet, and she said, "I like your screen name." I was like, "Oh, cool. Well, I like yours too." So we started talking, and I met the love of my life. And now they're trying to take her away from me.
When I first moved to Ohio, I got arrested for a minor thing, and the case actually got dropped. And as I was walking out the doors, immigration was there, and they said that because I was charged with this, that they want to deport me. So.
And the charges were dropped?
Yes, dropped.
Yes.
Can I ask what the case was for?
Jamie got a conviction for disorderly conduct.
Okay.
You know, the equivalent of somebody swearing in the middle of the street or something like that, shouting out loud.
Yeah, that's like a...
It's a very minor, it's a minor misdemeanor. It's a very minimal charge. It's about the same level as a speeding ticket.
Being loud at a party.
Yes. And actually, since then, the charges have actually been completely dropped. Okay. So she's not even convicted of that.
They were waiting outside the courthouse for you.
Yes. We were waiting in plain clothes and asked me if that was my name, and I said, depends on what you want. Yeah, they got me.
They took her away from me for 22 days, and I actually wound up back in the psychiatric ward because I cannot take care of myself. She is my 100% caregiver. She makes sure I take my medicine. She pays my bills. She drives me around because I can't remember how to get to places. She does everything for me. You know, and now they want to take her away.
And you're involved in the immigration case.
Yes.
I thought if you were married that you could start on the path of becoming a citizen or like permanent resident. I'm not exactly sure of all the technicalities of the law, but am I correct? You were married to... You know.
Well, what we're doing in Hank and Jamie's case is that they are married, and so we are helping them to put all the evidence together that they have to show that theirs is a real marriage, a loving marriage, and not just, you know, sometimes immigration, they get a lot of fake marriages. So you have to show a lot of documentation that it's a real marriage. We're helping them get all of that together so that they can show that to the immigration agency and the immigration court so that we can keep Jamie here in the United States, get her a green card, and make sure she's able to keep taking care of Hank the way that she does.
Okay.
But right now, yeah, they started a deportation case against her, and so that's what we're fighting against.
And how do you, I mean, you guys can kiss on, do you guys show them, like send them a bunch of pictures of you like making out? Or, I mean, how do you prove this? How do you go about, obviously everyone's going to say, I have a loving relationship.
Right.
But there is obviously, you guys are very comfortable around each other. You know, I thought your email was almost kind of like a panic.
It was.
You posted,
I was,
you know, someone pay attention to this.
Yeah, I was mad. Because I didn't think he was going to get out, and he needed his medicine, and he just wasn't getting the medicine. And I just no one was listening to me. Nobody was caring. It was just, I was at my wit's end. I was ready to handcuff myself in front of the jail. I was ready to protest. I didn't care what it was, but everyone's like, well, you got a deportation case. I wouldn't do that if I were you. So it was like, okay, that's not a good idea. But at the time, I was willing to do it because I wanted him to have the medicine. I wanted him to be cared for. And he just wasn't getting it. And I was angry. I was fuming. Don't do that to my husband. You know, that's mine. You don't.
So how is married life?
Great. Good. We spend every hour of every day together.
Yeah.
And I have not got tired of her yet.
Yeah. That's great. So what's next as far as this goes? I mean, you guys just going to the immigration court and say, you know, we love each other, crazy about each other.
Well, I can tell you some of the things.
Spend all day.
Some of the things you need to show is, you know, you show things like photographs of the two of them together, doing things together. You show letters from their friends and family to help support, you know, saying, yeah, they're a real couple, they're a loving couple, this isn't some fraudulent marriage for immigration, you know, this is a real situation. You show things like joint bank accounts, or you show bills where they're together on the bills, or they get mail at the same place to prove they live in the same place. They sign their lease agreement together, for example. So all those things to show that it's a real relationship. They live together, you know, they have pets together. Jamie helps to care for Hank's daughter, and they're very close. You know, all those things that show that it's a real relationship. You got to document them, and so that's the kind of thing we're helping them to get together to show to the government.
Okay.
When you have good neighbors like Miss Dorothy.
Yeah, and Miss Dorothy, what's your name?
Dorothy
What's your last name?
Howard.
Dorothy Howard. You're their neighbor,
Yes.
and you'll probably attest that they're a loving couple. You've known
Absolutely.
them for, yeah.
And I've known them since they moved in, and they are like family already. In fact, their relationship is a lot like mine and my husband's relationship. We laugh at each other all the time because there's so many similarities.
Okay.
But no, I can attest that those two absolutely love each other.
If they take her away from me, I can't go to Canada. The government will take away my benefits if I leave this country. So what am I going to do? How would you feel if somebody took your wife away? Forever. You know? What am I going to do? I don't know.
We've got the case. I guess my really last question, you know, I mean, I think it's, you know, I've long thought it shameful, you know, the way veterans are treated, you know. A parade lasts a day,
Right.
Yeah.
you know, but how people are treated after everything's forgotten, you know, after, you know, what war was that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's when it matters. If you had a chance, well, two people I'll bring up. Because one's charged at the federal level and one's charged in Montgomery County Jail. If you had a chance to ask President Obama a question or two, you know, or direct him, you know, something he needs to take care of, what would it be right now? I mean, what would you suggest President Obama do with this? There's a lot of things he can do with the stroke of a pen.
Give us the help we need.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You know, not just me, everybody. You know, show the respect that needs to be given to all of us, and you know, just help us do more to help us. Because when you can't sleep at night because you dream all the time, you know, like you said, you know, a parade lasts a day, nightmares last forever.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't write that off with a pen and just erase it out of my mind. Take care of us, please. That's all I want. I don't want no special anything.
Mm-hmm.
Just take care of people that need to be taken care of.
And what would you say to Sheriff Phil Plummer?
Nothing.
Okay.
Who are affected by their story
Mm-hmm.
and who feel that Jamie should be able to stay here in the United States and be able to take care of somebody who protected us here in the United States. If they feel that way, I think they should write a letter, and that we could send that along to the immigration authorities together with their case,
Okay.
and help just show support for